Hello again, tape number 2. What has been the most stressful part of planning a wedding? That's a good question. A lot of people would probably say the brides make them, really stressed out, but that's the way a bride's supposed to be. She's supposed to be, nervous and stressed and all those things because it's all so new to her. So that I'm okay with. I think the most stressful part is really dealing with vendors, especially when they're vendors that the bride is selected and I have, really no say in, especially when it's a vendor who's unprofessional. It makes my life that much more difficult when they're being difficult with me. For instance, I had a bride who insisted on using a photographer that was her friend, which we all know can create real chaos. And he was not only not a wedding photographer, but he was a modeling photographer, which is so different than wedding photography. It's almost the polar opposite. And, we just did not get along right off the bat. He was 2 hours late for the wedding, for the rehearsal. He was late for the wedding prep. And it really, it creates a lot of stress for me when I know how much better it could have been if she had chosen somebody that I recommended, or just a professional in the industry. Maybe, trying to save a few dollars here and there is fine, and I respect that, and I'm all for it. I'll even, provide suggestions, but your photographer is someone you're with all day long. Your entertainment you're with, or even your planner. If you choose somebody that doesn't know the ins and outs and the detailed intricacies of a wedding, you're in for it. It's just not going to be pretty. It's going to be so stressful. I don't know what people who don't have planners do when their vendors start, giving them grief. So that's definitely one of the most stressful factors, because when everything is not cohesive, that's when the panic sets in. That's when, the chaos begins. And I like to maintain my cool in a wedding. And once you start to give me grief, it's not pretty. My ultimate goal when planning a wedding, I really do have an ultimate goal, and that is to have the bride and groom leave there thinking and saying, I wouldn't have done one thing differently. Everything was really what I envisioned in my head, magnified. That's exactly what my goal is, to really let them remember their day without any regret, without any hesitation, and to really just have a fond memory of a great day in their life, because it's over so quickly that they definitely want to be able to say that they did everything the way that they envisioned. And that's what I like to do, is to take that vision, expand on it, give them ideas, give them scenarios that maybe they wouldn't have thought about, and really, I love to see the smile on somebody's face. So that's definitely my goal when planning a wedding. Why should you pick me to be a wedding planner, and whose wedding is it anyway? Well, I hope that my personality has shined in this small amount of time that you're able to get to know me. And I think I do have a great personality, whereas I can, I don't turn on a dime, but I can be firm when I need to be. I can be funny when I need to be, carefree. I like to have a good time. I like to joke around. I like to be the center of attention. I'm not going to lie. That's definitely my nature. And I think people like to gravitate toward me. I think they like to be my friend. They like to get to know me. And I like to be natural. I'm not a phony person. I will tell it like it is most of the time. I try not to sugarcoat anything, but I will to spare someone's feelings. But I definitely have a personality that's larger than most others. And I hope you guys see that, and I hope to hear from you, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for the opportunity, and I hope to hear from you soon. And I have to go to work, so have a fabulous day. Mwah!